Hello Flosstube and welcome to my channel. I am the Canal Town Stitcher. This is Kim Chamberlain and welcome back if you are one of the people that has watched me before, and hello to anyone who is new. This is Flosstube number 3. So today I'm just going to do a weekly update with you guys. I have some stuff that I worked on this week. I have some stuff that I ordered that came in. And I have some plans to go over with you. So I don't think it's going to be super long, but I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whips to show you that I worked on this week. But I do have a fair amount of stuff that I received in. So I hope that you are all having a really nice Sunday and a good weekend, and I hope that everybody in your family is safe and healthy, and that you're enjoying spring, however spring looks to you. So let's see. I don't have any finishes for the week. A lot of my projects are fairly large, so I just have some that I've been working on. I do think I am going to have a finish by the end of this week going into next week on one that I'll show you that I started on Wednesday. And otherwise, just a lot of plans, a lot of things that are coming up because May is coming, and I know that a lot of people do Stitch Mania. I'm not really sure what that's going to look like for me yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. I also am still trying to figure out if I'm interested in doing WIPGO. I know that it's a little late in the year, but you know, better late than never to a start for that, I guess. And so yeah, I think that's it. You know, just plans and stuff going forward for May. So best new thing this week is going to be some positive things that I've found over the last couple of weeks. Etsy, thank you to all of the people that work hard, own their own Etsy shop. I was on Etsy this week and was able to get several patterns for very little money, and they're super cute, and they are definitely when I want something specific. If I'm looking for something specific, I go to Etsy. I have a couple of patterns that I was really looking for specific people, and I knew what their interest was, so I could go into Etsy and try to like find those PDF patterns. And what's great about that is that I can just print them and start them. So I don't have to wait for anything to come in. I don't have to go to a Stitchy shop or anything like that. So thank you Etsy and all of your patrons and all of your entrepreneurs. Let's see, let's go into my whips. As I said, I don't have any finishes, but I do have several whips that I can go over with you. I do have a giveaway for today, so that will be at the end of the video. And yeah, so let's get started. So the first whip I'm going to show you, I do not have a cover photo for. This is Hello Pumpkin. It is by Caterpillar Crossstitch. This is stitched on 28 count vintage smoky white. Last week I couldn't remember what it was, but I remembered what it was. I looked it up and I ordered more so that I can do Hello Dear on the same fabric, and it will be the same size. So here it is. So this week I just worked a lot on the hedgehog and got some of that filled in. I had a couple of other projects I was working on, so this didn't get as much love and attention as I would have wanted, but I am planning to fill all of this in this week. So all of the motifs that are in this area here, I'm hoping to get done by the end of the week, and I will probably be working on this, maybe tonight. We've been watching Modern Family as a family and really enjoying that time, so that's probably when I'll work on that. I do have to do some lesson planning too because I haven't really looked at that. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a 3rd grade teacher as well. So we only have about 9 weeks left of school, but I do have to look at some things for tomorrow, make sure that I'm ready to go. And we have state testing on Tuesday, so. All right, so the next one that I'm going to show you is the reason why I did not get as much done on Hello Pumpkin as I thought I was going to do, because I saw this Stars and Stripes Forever by Cherry Hill Stitchery on another Flosstube that I was watching, and I was like, oh, I have to have that. So I went straight to Fat Quarter Shop, and of course they had the PDF, and so I purchased it and started it right away. So if you've watched my other 2 episodes, you'll know that in the first 2 episodes I talked about the Cottage Garden Samplers club that I'm a part of with Crazy Annie Stitching, and I've been getting 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I haven't been liking that for the patterns. So rather than switch it up, I was like, I'll just keep getting the Vintage Country Mocha because I know I'll be able to use it for something. And so this was what I had to start on. So I love this fabric with this pattern. It is 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, and I love it. And I am loving how this is coming out as well. It's so beautiful. As you can see, I got a lot done on this. So I really just have this part here and the bottom to finish, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to finish this by next weekend. So I'll have a finish for you guys. And it might truly be FFO because I do have some patriotic fabric I can use to finish that sticky board and stuff. So there's that one. This one here I've been working on. I don't know what made me pick this up, but on Monday I was like, I think I want to stitch on this. I hadn't picked it up since January, so I was really surprised that I wanted to pick it up. But so it's Country Cottage Needleworks Autumn. So there is the pattern. And before, all I had done was just this pole and a little bit of the grass and the banner. All right, let me get that a little closer. Maybe it'll not be so blurry for you guys. And this is how far I got. So as you can see, I got the house done. All of the grass is filled in, a couple of the red leaves, and then one tree over here. I still have the other tree to do, and the roof. But I am thrilled with how this is coming out. It is so cute. This is on 32 count. I can't tell you what the color is. I can't remember. I know it was on a scrap piece of fabric that I got from Hobby House Needleworks. And so that's coming out really well. So the other one that I mentioned that I was going to work on last week, and I did work on it, but I didn't actually stitch on it, is Let's Talk Autumn. And this is by Hands On Design. So here is the pattern, upside down. There's the finish. And last week I showed you all, oops, my ring light is so bright, that I had made a mistake in falling here, so I had to rip it out. And so that's what I did last week. So all I did was just frog that so that I can start it over again. So there was a lot more wrong with it than I thought. So several of the letters were off on that. This is also on Vintage Country Mocha, but this is on 25 count. Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. And I love how this is coming out. I love the colors. So hopefully I will get some stitching in on this week and finish those words up. I worked on this week. Let me see if I can find the page. This is a pattern that I bought for my husband for Father's Day. You might be familiar with where it's from. As soon as I show it, you'll probably know where it's from. So this is going to be for Father's Day for my husband. Super excited about it. If you know where it's from, list it in the comments. Actually, that will be my prize winner. If you make a guess at where that's from, you don't have to be right, but if you just put in the comments a guess of where you think that's from, I will choose one of you guys for the giveaway today. All right, so this is where I am. So I changed the colors, not the colors of this part here, but the lettering was like a navy blue, and I changed it to 645. It's like a dark gray. I just think it'll look better. This is on 28 count white Monaco that I got from Michael's. And if you don't know, if you're a teacher and you go to Michael's, you get a 15% discount on all of your purchases. Joann's does it too. But I prefer Michael's when I'm gonna go shopping for stuff, because I feel like they have a little bit more variety. They definitely have more fabric. So yeah, so those were my whips for the week. Okay. All of a sudden I got a tickle in my throat. Okay, so now on to the haul. All right, so I have so much to show you. I have tons of patterns that I bought from Etsy. I have patterns that I bought from Fat Quarter Shop. I have Country Cottage needlework patterns that I bought from Everything Crossstitch. So, and I have floss and fabric and all kinds of stuff. All right, so maybe I'll switch. Maybe I'll just do this in 2 different weeks. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes. Okay. So I guess I'll start with some of my PDF patterns. So the first one I'm going to show you is one that I bought out of Etsy, and I just fell in love with it. So I just went in and I just like searched for like woodland animals, because I really right now am like really loving like the fox and squirrels and things like that. And I think it's because I live in the woods, and also because my school mascot is a fox. So I don't know why, but I'm just really into red foxes right now. So the Hello Deer pattern has a beautiful red fox on it, or not Hello Deer, Hello Pumpkin. But I was scrolling through and I saw this. It's not a sampler, but it is a beautiful cross stitch piece. It's like a sampler, but it doesn't have an alphabet. So anyways, it's called Scandinavian Forest. It is by Monica Blaziri, or Blazine. Anyways, I fell in love with it, and so here is this one right here. It is 25 pages, guys. But it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to stitch this. And when I stitch it, I'm going to put it in my new craft room, because I am getting a craft room. But look at how pretty this is. I love the fox and all the details in the tail, and the birds and the forest and the trees. It's beautiful. I love the colors, the orange, the blue, the black. I love it. I'm very much looking forward to stitching this. So this is going to be one of my May starts. I'm just going to start with page 1. We'll see. I told my husband this was going to take a few years to do, and he was like, years? I was like, yeah, I think so. With all of the other pieces that I'm going to start, it's definitely going to take a while. All right, so the next one that I ordered from Etsy, let me just pull all of this out because all of this is new. All right, is this one. It says, behind every good kid is a great dad. This is the project my daughter is going to make for my husband for Father's Day. She's going to change the colors. She's not sure yet what she wants to do with the colors, but she is going to change the colors on this. So I think that this will be good for a beginner. I feel pretty confident that she's going to be able to do that just fine. All right, so the next one I bought was a Little Dove Designs pattern that I got from Etsy. It was on sale. It was really inexpensive, but it is this sampler called Adjust Your Sails. I love this, and the theme in my bedroom is actually the ocean. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. This one will also be for my husband, probably for Christmas. It says, life isn't about waiting for the winds to change. It's about learning to adjust your sails. So I'm really looking forward to stitching this one by Little Dove Designs. The next one I got, I can't show you because it's a chart, but it's called Hogs and Kisses, and it is 2 hedgehogs kissing each other, and I love this. It's so cute. I'm going to stitch this maybe for our anniversary. We celebrate 21 years on July 15th, so maybe. So that's why I wanted to do that. But I can't show it to you because there was no cover photo for it. I couldn't like print a cover. So, all right, the next 3 are cute birds. Okay, so the next ones are part of a 3 series, and they're called Cute Birds, and I loved these for spring. And what's funny is that I don't do spring, I don't do spring stitching. I'm not into like chicks and bunnies, but for some reason I loved these patterns. I think it's the colors. So here's the first one. And guys, these were like $6 for all 3 of them. So I think of it like $2 a piece. So that one, I love this little blue one. And then the next one is a little green and yellow bird. $4.31. The last one was $4.32 Cute Bird. This one is number $4.31 Cute Bird. So there is this one. I'm loving this one too. The little green and yellow bird. Okay. Try to see if I can adjust this light a little bit. And then the last one is number 430, and this one is adorable as well. It's a little blue and yellow bird. So here's this one. So pretty. Our woodpecker is out. I can hear him. So those were the 3 birds that I got. So the next one I'm actually gonna stitch for my son. I have to figure out which ones are his favorite characters. So this one is Star Characters. It is by Geo Creations, and so we have all these little Star Wars characters. So my 15-year-old is very much into Star Wars, Harry Potter. I have not stitched him anything yet. He's also into like the Avengers. He's a DC fan, so he watches The Flash. So I figured I would do like 3 or 4 of these for him. Like maybe in a row, or a couple of different ones where there's like 3 on each one. I haven't decided yet. because I have not stitched him anything yet. And he was just asking me a couple weeks ago, like, when are you going to stitch something for me? And I was like, oh, I didn't know you were interested. So there. All right, so the next two that I bought these from the Fat Quarter Shop. So this one is Land of the Free by Stitching with the Housewives. So it's this one right here, Land of the Free. So I got this one. And then I also got this one, which is Liberty, which I love because I love the flowers. Daisies are my favorite. I love the mug and the chicken. So cute. So I got those two. So that was all of the PDF patterns that I bought for this week, besides the Cherry Hill Stitchery that I bought as well. I felt like I bought 4 from Fat Quarter Shop, but now I can't remember. Must have only been those 3. Seriously can't remember though. Alright, so there's that. Okay, then this is everything from Everything Cross Stitch. I have not gotten the stuff that I ordered from 123 Stitch yet, so that will have to go into next week's. So I showed you last week that I had gotten 3 of the Frosty Forest Country Cottage Needlework patterns, and now I have 6 of them. So I ordered the last 3, and they should be coming in next week. So I have Frosty Forest, and this one is this, what is it, Snowy Reindeer, then Snowy Friends, then Snowman's Cottage, then Raccoon Cabin, Snowy Foxes, and the Frosty Forest. Then I have the Bluebird Cottage, the Snow Girls Cottage, and I can't remember the name of the last one. Those are coming next week, so I'll show those next week. All right, so I got all of these from Everything Cross Stitch because their Country Cottage Needlework patterns were all 15% off. So they all I got a discount on all of them. All right, then I've been wanting this one really bad. It's called Santa's Sampler. It's also Country Cottage Needleworks. And I've been wanting it so bad. So I ordered this one. And then I ordered Bunny Hop because I don't have anything for Easter and I wasn't really sure. And I just thought this one was cute and it was not too like pastel-y. And so I got Bunny Hop. And then this one was another one that I have wanted for a while. It's called Angels and it's by Country Cottage Needleworks and it is an ornament. For Angels We Have Heard on High. I love this one. So I'm looking forward to doing all of these. So as you can see, I have quite a few projects that I can start in May. So I have to really sit down and plan. Alright, so then I ordered some floss to go with it. So I have Poblano Pepper and Ladybug from Classic Colorworks. And then Shutter Green, this is from Gentle Arts, Gast maybe. And then these are all Weeks Dye Works. So I got Moss, Carrot, Cocoa, Guacamole, and Pecan. And I believe these are all for my Santa sampler and for the Bunny Hop. Oops, dropped one. And for Bunny Hop. Obviously the orange one is probably for Bunny Hop. So, and I have Hobby House Needleworks, which is close by in Pittsford, New York, and I can always go there if I need any more of any of these. But everything cross stitch is so nice because literally when you click on a pattern, it pulls up every supply that you would need for it, and then you can just click on the ones that you want. And I have most of the DMCs, so the only ones I would need are the fancy flosses, and I don't always stitch fancy floss. Like, I'm going to do Long May She Wave, which, by the way, I made a mistake in my last video's description because I put, I think I put Land That I Love or Land of the Free or something like, Let Freedom Ring. I'm pretty sure that's what I did, but I have Long May She Wave. So I have this one. And this is all kitted up, and I kitted this up with the DMCs that are called for. Simply because it needs so many flosses, and I didn't want to have to buy them all. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fancy flosses times $2.50 a piece. That's 20 bucks. So I was like, I have most of the DMCs already, so I just kitted that up with all the DMCs. All right, so then let's go on to the fabric. So I have a ton of fabric that I ordered in, and I have more fabric coming, believe it or not. So I have an 18 by 17 piece, or 18 by 27 piece of charcoal gray, Lugana in 32 count. This is for Long May She Wave, so I can get started on that in May, which was my plan. And then Limestone 32 count by Witchelt, and this is also another 27 by 18 piece. I love this. I love Lugana. I'm loving the even weave. All right, so then Azure, I got another piece of this. This I'm using for Quaker Snowflakes right now, but I wanted to have a nice blue piece. Never know when you might need a nice blue. This is 32 count, and it's also Lugana, and it is by Witchelt. Then I got Lamb's Wool 32 count Jobelin. This I'm gonna stitch my Santa sampler on. I'm probably gonna do Angels We Have Heard on High from this as well. And this is a pretty large piece, so I'm pretty sure that I can get a couple of other things off of it as well. Ornaments or whatever. Then I got 2 smoky pearls, and I'm going to show you. I was having trouble finding the fabric for Peace on Earth, which is this pattern by Country Garden Samplers, which I love, but you can't get the Dove linen from Weeks Dye Works right now. I can't find it anywhere. It's out of stock. So instead, I was like, what can I stitch this on? So I bought 2 different fabrics to try it out to see what I liked better. And so I decided I'm going to go with this 32 count Smoky Pearl Belfast linen. And this is what I'm going to stitch Peace on Earth on, which I think it's going to look beautiful on this 32 count. So I'm really excited about that. I got 2 pieces of that, so I don't know. I'll have an extra. Which I was thinking maybe I might do Frosty Forest on this, because I think that Frosty Forest would look amazing on this, but I'm not sure. I'm still trying to decide. I have a month, well, a little less than a month, because I'm going to start that in May. Then I have this Mediterranean Sea. This is 32 count Witchelt linen, which I love the color of this. It's a little stiff, which I was a little surprised about being linen that it's stiff, but I don't know what I'm going to use this for. I just love the color. We'll see. This is only a 13 by 18 piece. The rest of them are small. I don't think I have any other like big ones. All the rest are 13 by 18. So here's another Lamb's Wool 32 count linen. I really like this color. Then I have a 28 count linen and lamb's wool. This is like more of a natural colored, like maybe. It looks like wheat to me. It's kind of dark. And then I have another 32 count antique lamb's wool linen, 32 count linen that I ordered as well. So all these coming in. And then for the Frosty Forest, I did order in a pretty nice sized piece of the Zweigert, what's it called? I just had it. It was on the tip of my tongue a second ago. Now I can't remember what it is. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember it? Silvery Moon, that's what it is. So I ordered a big piece of that to come in. I'm gonna see if I like Frosty Forest on that, and if I do, then I'll probably stitch that on that. It's 32 count. And then we'll go from there. So, plans. I plan to finish Stars and Stripes Forever. So that is a finish this week. I plan to get all of the motifs around the hedgehog done on Hello Pumpkin. I plan to finish or get very close to a finish on the Fold in the Cheese. Which, by the way, this is how you're going to win the contest. You're going to tell me what that's from. If you know what it's from, or you think you know what it's from, put it in the comments, and that will be how you win. So, the other thing that I brought up with me today was a bride's prayer. I've seen on the Stitching with the Housewives, Facebook group. Oh my good Lord. Some people working on this, and they had just started it, and I've had this pattern since 1999. I bought it for my wedding, which was in 2000, and I started stitching it just before my wedding, and I got quite a ways in, and I made a mistake somewhere, and I really have no idea where now, 20 years later, where the mistake is. But I put it away and I never picked it back up again. And you're gonna, when I show you what it looks like, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, Kim, I cannot believe it looks that terrible. It is yellow and stained, and I'm totally embarrassed about it. But every time I see this pattern come up on their Facebook feed, I miss it and I think about it and I wonder why I didn't finish it. So it's by Paula Vaughn. So here it is. Like I said, I've had this since 1999. It is in terrible shape. It is so ratty and worn. And here it is. So here, like I said, I'm very embarrassed about it because the amount of work that went into this and the amount of hours I spent on it, and knowing that it's a full coverage piece, it's really embarrassing to me that I didn't pick it up and finish it. But I plan to do something with it. So either I'm going to finish it, or I'm going to start it over again, which might happen. We'll see. I might try to clean the fabric and try to see if I can maybe use some OxyClean on it. It's stitched with all DMCs, so it should be okay if I try to just soak it. It was on a hoop for a long, long time. I had children. I don't know. There's no real excuse other than it's just one of those things that you just put away. But here it is. So here is my bride's prayer. As you can see, like, oh, it's so folded. It's so yellow. I'm so embarrassed. But I got all of this done, the whole, almost the whole bottom. That's a page. The whole dress is done. The wardrobe is done. I had started on the bed. So, it's so beautiful. I don't know why I didn't finish this. This is done on a 22 count. It's 22 count, 2/1. Was done on white long ago. Now it's yellow. Here's the back if you want to see how meticulous I was. Oh my gosh, the amount of time that I took on this. That's the back. I have to do something with this. Every time I see it, I think about it, and it makes me feel sad that I just let it go. And I found it today when I was going downstairs to get the prizes for today. Well, prize, I think. Only one. All right, so what am I giving away today? Well, I have this. Crossstitch Country and Crafts that I'm going to give away July, August 1995. You can thank my mother-in-law. She had a subscription to this magazine. So it is old. It has a ton of really cute patterns in it. It's a Christmas one. It's going to have tons of Christmassy things in it. So yeah, there's some really good charts in here. There's a couple of spring charts in. Oh, they had their bridges. The bridges of Madison County. Look at this bridge pattern. It's so beautiful in this magazine. There's nothing in here that I know I'm gonna stitch. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that I could stitch, but I just know that I won't. So I'd like it to go to somebody who will enjoy it and stitch it and find joy in that. There's 2 different stockings in here. There's one if you have like a sportsman. And then there's one that has like a nursery. These are both in here. So if you want this, you are guessing what Fold in the Cheese is from, okay? And I'll take any guess as a potential winner. So if you guess it right or you guess it wrong, either way, you'll be in the drawing. But let's see how many people figure it out. Let's see how many people know what that's from, because I'm curious to know how many of you know what that's from. All right? So I hope everybody has a great week. I'm excited and looking forward to next week, and we'll see who the winner is for the drawing, and we will go from there. Please like and subscribe. I don't want to sound like rude or disrespectful, but if you are not a subscriber to the channel, I'm not going to draw your name. So please subscribe to the channel, and then you'll be entered in if you guess. I'm really curious to know how many people get that right. So even if you choose not to subscribe, make a guess anyways. You know, you might not win the prize, but you will definitely be counted as one of the people that know what that's from. All right, that's it for everything that I have. I hope you have a great week. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week, and I hope everybody stays healthy and happy, and we'll see you later.